I've tested a lot of iPhone accessories, and here are 10 of my favorite. So let's check it out. Apple foolishly removed the one feature that made iPhones, well, better than Androids: MagSafe. So shout out to TORRAS for bringing it back in a case that actually doesn't suck. Their OFitness stand case is thin, offers a really nice textured grip along the sides, and this wickedly satisfying matte finish that you will not stop rubbing. Plus, for how thin it is, it actually offers a decent lip around the camera still. Combine that with their thick one around front too, it can handle your daily dings and dongs. So you don't have to worry about tossing it onto your table or handing it to your kid so you can get a few minutes of freedom. The buttons are raised and clicky enough, but as the name suggests, this ring is the star of the show, able to hold a variety of angles in landscape or portrait, and it passes our scientific poke test too. But also it has this rotating click, and it's just so satisfying. Oh, and it also doubles as a finger grip too, as you're able to single or double finger it comfortably, something she wishes you did more of. Paired with the slim yet grippy sides, it finally gives you the confidence you lack in your actual life. Now, we can question Apple all day as to why they removed MagSafe, but a TORRAS case is an affordable and easy way to add it back, with the bonus of protection too. Now you can use chargers, tripods, and wallets, plus my recent favorite, external monitors, which we'll check out later in this video. For now though, you can save a little extra moolah with our discount code, details and links down below. dbrand's official tagline for this is the idiot-proof screen protector, and I can see why. You simply wipe down your grimy phone, slap on this form-fitted plastic shell, pull, swipe, and well, bam. It's honestly borderline impossible to miss. And the first thing you'll notice for my anxiety-induced clammy-handed friends, this is fingerprint proof. So that's one less thing you have to worry about. The edges are rounded so it doesn't feel like you're holding a razor blade. With the alignment so perfectly centered, it's designed to fit within most cases too. And that speaker cutout is just super satisfying to stare at. It's also scratch resistant, so tossing this into your pocket with keys and change won't be an issue, while also giving you some peace of mind that it won't break so easily either. Don't worry if it does, they include 2 in the box, because dbrand knows you will still find a way to mess it up. Plus, if you know, you know. To complete the naked vibe though, you can pair it with their skins, obviously black on black for us, but with the option of the Apple logo cutout or covering it up for a complete stealthy look too. This time around, it's super simple to install thanks to the flat back, with the texture on some of these feeling a little too real sometimes, and some of them really don't have to flex so hard, but zam. Links and details down below. Cables don't get any more exciting than this. From Baseus, this self-retracting 100 watt USB-C wire is actually quite nostalgic if you've ever gotten one of these for free from school back in the day. At about the size of AirPods when tucked away, I don't love the glossy finish of the front side, but the soft rubber around back is nice to feel up. And even though it's mostly plastic, it doesn't look or feel cheap either, as it only costs as much as a Big Mac meal. The cable itself is surprisingly sturdier than most cables we've used with the flat design, and this mini 3-foot version is about as long as your standard phone cable that comes in the box. The best part though, wha-bam! It seriously does not get old. Compared to what you'd have to deal with other cables, it's well worth the convenience of finally having your life together for once. It's slim enough to slide into pockets, light enough to take with you on the go, and a staple in any tech pouch, so you can ditch having to use elastic or Velcro straps to tie down your cables. Plus, it also doubles as a fidget toy. And yes, you will definitely annoy everyone else around you. We've shown plenty of phone clamps and airplane seat mounts too, but I like this Lisen one for its price and the fact it uses MagSafe instead of a spring clamp. When paired with a MagSafe case, it's way easier to mount. You can adjust viewing angles on the fly and basically stick it onto any surface up to about an inch thick. Now, I don't think I have to explain the benefits of being hands-free for your midnight activities, but at the cost of skipping your lunch on Monday, you can get a pretty durable phone stand at about the size of AirPods when packed away that passes our scientific poke tests and can somehow still afford to be built with a metal table clamp too. That's a win-win. Now, if there is one thing every iPhone owner needs, it's this: not the carabiner, although I know you want that too. Adding a Project CB phone tether tab that can be a lifesaver for anyone with butterfingers, which you will probably laugh at how simple it is, borderline kind of stealing your money, but at the very least, they use a tough nylon material that's skinny enough to slip between your case and tough enough that even when bent, pulled, and tugged at, I don't feel it ripping whatsoever. I performed all our advanced scientific testing methods and it passed with flying colors, never letting you down or letting you go. Plus, they also include a clear option so it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb when using a clear case too. Now the real beauty is how versatile it is. Attach accessories so you never forget them, strap it around your neck so you never drop your phone, accessorizing it with your favorite wrist straps, or my favorite, carrying your EDC tools around for the ultimate all-in-one daily carry. Oh, and don't worry, I tested a fairly thick USB-C cable, and like you, I was still able to fit it in the cramped hole too. AirTags are great until you try to fit one into your wallet. So that's where Rolling Square's AirCard Pro makes this list for how slim, durable, and feature-packed it is, all in this single card. It's got this metal ring that wraps around the plastic faces, which I actually prefer, so there's less to worry about scratching, and yet it still manages to be about 2 cards thick only. The futuristic cyberpunk vibe is a plus for me, combined with the QR code you can set up as an easy business card to scan. However, the most important feature that allows this to stand out, wireless charging, so you don't have to buy a new tracker every damn year. It's honestly worth it just pulling it out as a conversation starter. Plus, it connects to Apple's own Find My app, so you can get all the benefits of mapping and even turning on lost mode too when you inevitably will misplace your wallet again. Anker beat Apple at making the ultimate iPhone battery, because not only can this fast charge an iPhone, it's got a dedicated Apple Watch charger built right in. No more carrying extra cables, and better yet, the built-in USB-C tucks away when not in use as well. Obviously, what makes this special and the star of the show is the Apple Watch mount, and luckily it doesn't disappoint, being able to firmly hold the watch at different angles for nightstand mode. The built-in screen has a dedicated button to flip orientations, which is sort of overkill, but to top it all off, the 10,000 milliamps can also be shared with an additional USB-C port. And it's just cool to see when the screen tells you how fast each device is being charged. When done though, everything tucks away neatly in a juice box like design, with the best part being the built-in cable also doubles to charge itself. Oh, and don't worry, Anker is known for some thick cables, and this is no different. Swing it, hang it, and you can even carry it while comfortably charging too, which I promise beats attaching a slow wireless charging MagSafe battery. Now for how much they pack into this, I'll forgive how chunky it is, but like most Anker products, it's built like a tank. And feels like one too. Look, you bought the cheapest iPhone and now you've run out of storage space. I get it, no judgment. So if you don't want to pay even more for iCloud storage, you can literally do the opposite and buy physical storage with the Qubii Pro, a charging brick that you plug in like any charger would, but paired with their app, it auto-magically downloads all your photos and videos onto a micro SD card of choice, which yes, can be swapped for more when that runs out too. You can completely back up all media, and then every time you plug in to charge again, which you do every night, it will download every new washroom selfie you took that day pretty quickly too, which means you can delete the photos from the phone itself, but if you do have FOMO, can easily restore any of it right back onto the iPhone like it never left. The app also offers a few customization options for how you back up, what you back up, and even able to connect to your iCloud account for anything stored there too. The beauty is in how simple it all is. Given it's a charger brick that you would already use on the daily, you will never forget to back up too, as I know you can't survive without charging your phone every night anyways. I promise you, most of you do not need this. But for the 0.4% that are trying to get TikTok famous, having an external monitor while shooting with your iPhone is clutch. The Shimbol CP5 is a handheld battery-powered monitor that connects wirelessly to your iPhone and even attaches with MagSafe, so you can finally use the camera that you paid for. It's fairly simple in operation, with just a few physical buttons to swap viewing orientation, but it's also got its own storage, so you can screen record what the iPhone is mirroring, which you most likely will never use, but it's a nice to have. So for a piece of tech you've never heard of, it's surprisingly well built with a metal shell and sleek design. At the very least, you won't look like a total amateur. In use though, it's got about a millisecond in delay, nothing you'll notice, and definitely not enough to stop you from dancing for likes. Attached and combined, you can still comfortably walk around, and it's sort of trippy seeing your phone screen on the backside. Better yet, you can even use it completely remotely, so you can mount your phone at a distance and pretend like you just woke up for the camera to see. It's about as thick and tall as the iPhone 16e, so I would only recommend this if you're serious about being unemployed. I mean becoming an influencer, but if I had this gear when I first started, I would probably be Logan Paul kind of famous by now. As a bonus accessory, and probably my favorite, the E-Inkify display is a tiny keychain screen that you can customize to any image and download directly from your iPhone. Honestly, seeing it transform is half the fun, but it utilizes a 3-tone display, so while it won't paint a Mona Lisa, you can keep some funny, nostalgic, or serious photos with you at all times. Plus, it doesn't require batteries as it runs off e-ink technology, and thankfully they also didn't plaster their logos all over, letting the image you transfer onto the screen do all the talking instead. We're hosting a huge giveaway for our new newsletter Supply coming soon, and all you gotta do is be a subscriber to that. Plus, as a bonus, you get EDC tech and gadget deals on the weekly, but that's it. I rest my iPhone monitor